TOKA CLARY sporting T-Nice on his trunks tonight, taking on Carlos FULGENCIO here in the co-feature at Twin River Casino. 6 rounds scheduled in the featherweight division. TOKA CAHN, we mentioned, comes into this fight coming off the biggest win of his career with a decision win over a fellow unbeaten in Ramsey Luna last December. Carlos FULGENCIO is coming off 4 straight consecutive knockout losses. However, he did go the distance in 2012 to future world title challenger Patrick Hyland in New York.
I don't see Carlos having a chance in this fight at all.
TOKA CAHN wearing the black trunks with the gold and white trim. Carlos wearing the white trunks with the black trim. CAHN the southpaw, Carlos the orthodox fighter. And right from the get-go, TOKA CAHN going to work both upstairs and downstairs.
This TOKA has so much speed, so much skill. He's ready to get in with anybody in the featherweight division already. He has a unique story. TOKA was, his father was killed at 6 years of age, and he was actually orphaned since then. His orphaned mother was what a great lady. I met her, we had a long talk, and we were actually shooting a reality TV show that didn't end up panning out with my wife and his mom and a couple other fighters from Rhode Island. But the kid's a great kid also. Every time I see him, he's very respectful. Class act.
Seems to always have a smile on his face. Nothing but positive vibes in the room when TOKA CLARY comes to say hello. Looking good so far against Carlos FULGENCIO, who he is forcing his way around the ring right now. TOKA CLARY with plenty of family in attendance tonight. Just his second professional bout to be held in his hometown of Rhode Island. He's promoted by Bob Arum's Top Rank, who's either the #1 or #2 promotional company in the United States for boxing. They also represent the likes of Manny Pacquiao and Nonito Donaire, and have also developed fighters like Floyd Mayweather, Oscar De La Hoya, and Shane Mosley early in their careers, just to name some of the fighters that they've worked with. It's a top-notch company, and they see a lot of potential in TOKA CLARY, but we're glad that he could compete on this classic entertainment sports show tonight in front of his hometown fans here in Rhode Island. That right hand that Carlos threw might have been the best punch he'd thrown the entire round.
Carlos is only throwing 1 punch at a time, and he's trying to land a big one. I don't think he's going to have much luck with TOKA CAHN.
They say timing beats speed, and TOKA CAHN clearly the quicker of the 2 fighters. Can Carlos time TOKA CAHN and make him pay for it? The answer so far has been a resounding no.
TOKA's last 9 opponents couldn't do that. Carlos does have 12 losses.
Round 1 concludes, and we mentioned TOKA CLARY's record of 9-0. Carlos FULGENCIO's record, 19 wins, 12 losses, and 1 draw. 12 of his 19 wins coming by way of knockout. However, 10 of his 12 losses came by way of knockout as well. So much like Jason Palmikwe, who we saw earlier tonight, he's a guy with a high ratio of knockouts in his advantage and against him.
Seems like he either knocks you out or gets knocked out.
Which makes for an entertaining fight.
It always does, and you know, I fought like that. You could definitely see the kid can punch. You know, you watch the punches he does throw, and he throws them with commitment. So, you know, he's dangerous.
Of his 19 wins, 18 of which came in the Dominican Republic. His lone win not to come in the Dominican Republic for Carlos FULGENCIO came in 2011 in Mexico. He is 0-5 in the United States. TOKA CLARY is looking to make that 0-6.
goes.
Carlos hits the canvas for the first time. A combination upstairs from TOKA KAHN CLARY. Makes his way to his feet, beating the count. But a lot of time for TOKA KAHN CLARY to work with here in round number 2. And right away goes to the body again. And for the second time, Carlos FULGENCIO hits the canvas.
It's hard to recover from those body shots in a short period of time. The head you can shake off, but the body, you can't.
Plenty of time left for TOKA KAHN CLARY.
This fight's going to be over in a minute.
Third knockdown of the second round, and that's all she wrote. TOKA KAHN CLARY improves to 10-0 with a second round stoppage following 3 knockdowns of Carlos FULGENCIO here at Twin River Casino.
Did I say a minute? I should have said a second. Very impressive. Nothing less than I expected. TOKA KAHN is an elite fighter.
Let's just call it like it is. TOKA KAHN CLARY is a fighter so skilled that even an uneducated toddler watching boxing for the first time can look at him and say, he's good.
Good point.
And he was in against what he was in against tonight in Carlos FULGENCIO. However, he looked dazzling with what was put in front of him. And we only expect bigger things down the road for that man, TOKA KAHN CLARY, as he now has double-digit wins in his young professional career. Already has another bout scheduled, it appears, to take place on the 29th of March in Las Vegas. So he should have a very active 2014 schedule.
I remember being 10-0, Pete, and we had a 10-0 party because it was a double-digit. And I remember my trainer gave me a card, 10-0, we're on our way.
I'm sure TOKA KAHN CLARY will be partying tonight.
That's for sure, but I know he won't be having a drink in that party.
I think he just turned 21, if I'm not mistaken.
But he's never going to drink. You know, fighters that are so committed, like him, like I was, you know, that's not in the cards.
The last time TOKA KAHN CLARY fought here at the Twin River Casino, the bout ended in the second round, unfortunately due to an accidental clash of heads in a bout against Jamel Tyson. Much more pleasing result for him tonight, and much more definitive result as he knocks down his opponent 3 times en route to a second round stoppage.
It always feels good to fight in front of your hometown. I fought in my hometown my first 2 or 3 fights, and then I had like 15 fights out of town, and when I came back, boy, what a difference. What a feeling.
You certainly feel the hometown love as you enter the ring. Entering the ring right now is our official ring announcer for tonight's festivities, Rick Provost. He will have the official time of the stoppage in this TOKA KAHN CLARY Carlos FULGENCIO bout. Rick?
At 1 minute and 10 seconds of our second round, referee Ricky Gonzalez stops the fight, and your winner by technical knockout, TOKA KAHN